Shalom Machane Ramah. I'm going to be talking about Parashat Vayetzeh, which is an incredible story. It actually is many stories packed into one parsha. It begins with Jacob fleeing from his brother Esav after stealing his blessing and his birthright, dreaming his famous dream of the angels climbing up and down the ladder, and then all of a sudden he's met Rachel, he's worked 7 years, married Leah, worked another 7 years, finally married Rachel, worked another 7 years, and in the meantime had 13 children. And now, as an adult, with a big family, he's ready to return home to Canaan. In just a few verses, we saw Jacob grow up. But I want to go back to the beginning of the story, where he began his journey. He was running away from his brother, he was trying to flee danger, he was leaving his past behind, and it started to get dark. He needed a place to spend the night because it wasn't safe to travel in the dark. So he found a rock, put his head down on it, and went to sleep. And maybe it was that he was sleeping on a rock, but he ended up having a strange dream. He dreamed that there was a ladder with angels ascending and descending, climbing up and down. And God spoke to him, saying that this land would belong to him and his many descendants in the future. He woke up and said one of the most powerful lines in the entire Torah, Achen yesh Adonai b'makom hazeh v'anochi lo yadati. Surely God was in this place, and I didn't know it. It was at that point that he took his rock pillow and turned it into an altar. This place became known as Beit El, the house of God, which is a name that many synagogues use today and is a place in the land of Israel that many Jews still consider holy. This place became a Makom Kadosh, a holy special place, but only because Jacob saw it as one. He took the time to realize that what he had experienced there was incredible. It was any old flat space in the desert filled with rocks and sand until this young man decided to camp out there and spend the night. And there he experienced something truly special, something that helped him grow up and become the leader he was meant to be. An hour clearing in the woods, with that lake in the middle and Palmer, well, it also was just another piece of land until hundreds of Chanichim and Tzevet came through its gates in June. And then it became so much more than that. And just like Jacob said, Achen Adonai b'makom hazeh v'anochi lo yadati. God was in this place and I didn't know it. Sometimes we don't realize how much camp has helped us grow and just how amazing it has been for us until the experience is over. Then those rock pillows, those everyday objects that we used just in passing at camp, they become so much more special and they become our altars on which we worship and think about our summers. The benches that we sat on have memories in them, and the migrash that we walked on have so many stories in them, and the trees that we sat under teach us many lessons. Every object becomes kadosh because of how we changed and how we grew while using them. Jacob needed that moment of being in Beit El to begin to grow up, to become the person that he was meant to be, and it all started with the decision to lie down and go to sleep. So when you go to sleep tonight, try to remember your dreams. Pay attention to everything that is helping you grow into the person that you want to be. Think about how your summer at Machane Ramah helped you on your journey. Where do you want to go next? Who will you be when you next walk through those gates? You too are destined for greatness. Shabbat Shalom.